What's good, Commanders fans? Feeling real good, man. Still feeling good after this Eagles win. A lot of Eagles fans are still salty over the dub. It's gotten so bad. We exposed their run defense so badly that they went out and signed Ndamukong Suh and Linval Joseph. It's so bad. I saw a joke on Twitter that they were going to go out and sign Warren Sapp. Like that cracked me up right there. It's so bad. They're so down bad. They're all signing people. They even got a Quez Watkins drill for fumbling. Like, I was dying laughing. Like, they got a drill where the wide receiver catches the ball. He does a slip and slide. He gets up and then he corrals the football so he doesn't fumble like Quez Watkins did. The Eagles are hilarious. They're so hilarious, and they're so mad. They're saying this is our Super Bowl, but look what y'all have. Y'all wearing beat Dallas shirts when y'all beat Cooper Rush. Y'all wearing Batman masks. Y'all fans was eating horse dung when y'all won one Super Bowl. So y'all have no room to talk about anybody celebrating. Y'all have no room at all. Zero room to talk any trash or talk about those people celebrating. So I don't want to hear from Eagles fans. Take the L, take the loss, be quiet, and move on. It is what it is on that part. So just had to get that off my chest. A lot of Eagles fans have been talking crazy on social media. Chase Young update real quick. So this is from Ian Rappaport. So Adam Schefter, there's just been conflicting reports about Chase Young each week about whether he's going to return or not. I think Schefter said last week that he was going to return or something like that. It's just so many reports, I don't even know anymore. But this is the latest update on Chase Young. Ian Rappaport says, quote, despite early optimism, it might be too early for Commanders pass rusher Chase Young to play this Sunday versus the Texans, source said. His 21-day window closes on November 23rd, and the Falcons game is on the 27th. On the 27th sounds like a better target. He's doing well, just may not be ready yet. So I watched John Kahn put up a video. Some other people other beat reporters put up videos of Chase Young working out. There was one in the bubble. There was one last week. And he just doesn't look ready to me. He does look like he's favoring. I'm not a doctor, so I thought, of course, you guys know that. But he is still favoring that leg. He still has a bulky knee brace on his leg. And honestly, the D-line is playing well. And I love Chase Young. I'm a fan of him. I'm a fan of his game. But what I'm saying is we're not begging. The D-line is doing fine. They're playing good football without him right now. And I think, yes, he add and help the team. 110%, I think Chase Young can help the team. A healthy Chase Young can help the team. But I think a Chase Young that's not 100% definitely can come in there and kind of just, the chemistry won't be the same. And I think right now they're thriving off chemistry. Deron Payne and John Allen are playing well. They're eating. Montez Sweat is playing disciplined football. He's playing within the scheme. He's playing good football. And I don't want Chase Young to press too much, going out there trying to get a sack or something like that and pressing on that knee, and he's not, getting any pass rush or not getting any pressures. I just don't want him to go out there and force it. So I do think don't rush, even if he's not ready for the Falcons game. It may be an opportunity. It may be a point to where, hey, was there 7 games left? You might have to chalk it up, to be honest with you, because him running around, he just doesn't look like himself. And I don't want 100%. I don't want a Chase Young who's not explosive out there playing, because then he's just going to be under more scrutiny if he doesn't do anything or doesn't make an impact in the game. So I rather go through the slow process. And look, the people saying, "Oh, why is he not back yet?" It's a different type of ACL injury. I know they had to take muscles from his other leg and help him out, and James Andrew, the patella tendon and all that stuff. So I'm not a doctor, but there's reports that it was a very significant knee injury. It was worse than the typical ACL injury. So that's just my thoughts on Chase Young. I still think he's a dog. I think he's a good player. He's an impactful player. But I just wouldn't rush him back, and he doesn't look ready yet. Maybe, and the thing is, so the rules is they can keep him on the 53-man roster, but just not have him active on Sundays. Just like Rashad Wildgoose, he's on the 53-man roster, but he's not active. So if they don't activate him before the 27th, then I think he has to go back on injury reserve or something like that. He'll miss 4 games, or he might be done for the rest of the year. So I just don't see him playing this weekend. I really don't see him playing against the Falcons either. If I had to take a guess, but I know next week we're going to get a report from Adam Schefter again, or Ian Rappaport, or Mike Garafolo saying that Chase Young is expected to play. So it's a revolving cycle every week. So like I said, I think they can put him on a roster, the 53-man roster, but he just won't be active. So maybe he'll be ready for December when we're in that playoff hunt now. Right now, every game is almost like a playoff game. It really is, from this point out, being 5-5, and the Niners being, they're 5-5 as well, 5-4, something like that. So this is a big game. All the games are big games coming up. So we'll get to the injury report, but of course, before we get to that, this episode is brought to you by PrizePicks. Super easy. Now betting is legal in Maryland, so I'm super hyped about that, man. Super easy. You use my promo code RealEdOliver. Use the link down below in the description box. You pick 2 to 5 players, over-unders, very, very easy. First time users can use 100% instant deposit match. If you put down $100, use my promo code RealEdOliver, use the description link. You download the app, type in my promo code, PrizePicks, and you put down $100 or even $50, and they match you 100%. $50, you get $50, $100, $100. So my picks for today, I'm going to keep it simple. I usually do 5 players, but I'm going to just pick 2 guys in this game. Taylor Heineke, his over-under is 215.5 passing yards. I'm going to go with the under. He got 212 passing yards against the Eagles. So I think the formula for winning is to keep Taylor at that 200-yard mark. Now, if he's throwing for 250 and 3 tubs or 303 tubs and we win, I couldn't care less. But I just think the formula for us and the identity, the game against the Eagles, the game against the Colts, the game against the Packers, we're running the football, and, he's getting around 200 yards passing. That's the winning formula. Brian Robinson, his over-under rushing yards is 63.5. Antonio Gibson's is about 40. But I went with B-Rob. I think he's going to get over because the Texans, they can't stop the run. And I think Scott Turner is finally understanding our identity is the same from last year when we were on that 4-game winning streak and we were winning ball games, running the football, relying on the run game. And, 49 rush attempts against the Eagles defense, we dominated them up front. We dominated them running the football. I don't care if it's 3 yards per carry, but Brian Robinson ended up with 86 yards against the Eagles last week. He had a good amount of yards against the Bears, and he had a good amount of yards. He had like over 60 yards rushing against the Packers as well. So, and Scott, he likes to give the ball more to Brian Robinson rather than Antonio Gibson. He likes to I want to see them use Antonio Gibson more of as a Swiss Army knife in this game. I don't see anybody that can check him as a receiver in this game either. So I just see B-Rob getting over 63.5. So those are my picks for PrizePicks. Definitely use my promo code, and we'll revisit this after the game if I did hit on those picks. All right, so let's get to the injury report. The biggest name on it for the Commanders, of course, we got a couple of guys that will probably be out. Cole Holcomb is still on the injury list, on the injury report. This is the injury report from yesterday. I don't have the one from Friday yet. Cole Holcomb did not participate in practice on Thursday with the foot injury. I don't see him playing. Other guys have stepped up. Jamin Davis has stepped up. Cam Curl has stepped up and played that, safety hybrid linebacker role. Other guys have stepped. Derek Forrest. John Bostic hasn't been awful. He's stepped in and played well in his role. J.D. McKissick did not participate, so he's probably going to be... That neck injury, man, must have been something serious from last year. And it's unfortunate, man. I think it's still lingering from last year because he's out again with his neck injury. Tyler Larson, back injury, limited. David Mayo, limited in practice. Armani Rogers was limited as well. Curtis Samuel was limited. Now, I did hear today that Armani Rogers was on the side field, but Cole Turner did participate in red zone drills. So I do want to see Cole Turner be unlocked and unleashed. But I do like Armani Rogers. I love his speed, man. On that end around against the Packers or the Vikings, he was really fast, man. Logan Thomas limited. He just hasn't been a factor this year. Maybe he can get some more touches on Sunday. Antonio Gibson was a full participant with a knee injury. Logan Thomas has a rib injury, but he played against the Eagles, so he's going to play. Jonathan Williams, knee injury, full participant. So I do want to see John Williams get some carries. I want to see this should just be an ugly, grinded out game again. 40-something carries again, honestly. Jonathan Williams gets a carry. Gibson gets a carry. Curtis Samuel gets a carry. Brian Robinson gets a carry. Heineke gets some design runs. Just running football on the Texans. On the Texans side of the ball, the biggest one that stands out to me is Derek Stingley Jr., the big rookie cornerback, the highly touted or very popular top 5 pick Derek Stingley out of LSU. He did not participate with a hamstring injury. If he does not play, that's a big loss for the Texans. Even if he does play, I think he's going to get cooked by Terry McLaurin anyway, because Terry McLaurin, we've seen what he does to number 1 corners. We've seen what Terry McLaurin does to number 1 corners. So other guys are Neville Hewitt. Nico Collins is on injury. He's going to play, full participant. Brandon Cooks is on the injury list as well. He was a full participant in practice. So I don't know if he's going to play or not, because I know he's disgruntled. I know he wanted to be traded. I think he was a healthy scratch the last game, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think he's going to play. But other than that, they got a bunch of guys on the injury list, but they were full participants. So, all right, let's get to the keys to victory here. So the Texans, they are 1-7-1. They are 4th in the AFC South. I think they are the worst team in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken as well. Let me see what the standings are. Honestly, I think they're the worst team in the NFL. I think they might be up for the first pick of the draft right now, honestly. They do have Davis Mills, who's okay. He had a promising rookie season, but he's just been up and down this year. They are the worst team in the NFL right now. So they're very close to getting if the season ended today, they would get the first pick of the draft, which I think that's what they kind of want, rather than winning some of these games, to be honest with you. But yeah, keys to victory. We're going to make this short and sweet. We're going to make this real simple, man. We have an identity. We just got to play basically the same way we did against the Eagles. Mistake-free, no turnovers, no interceptions, no fumbles. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Controlling the clock, time of possession. And I'll start off with Ron Rivera. Once again, timeouts, challenges, decisions on two-point conversions, decisions on fourth downs, whether to go for it or not. Clock management before halftime, clock management at the end of the game, understanding situational football, understanding analytics. Like I said, when to go for a two-point conversion, when not to, when to kick a field goal, when not to, when to punt, all kinds of stuff. This is stuff that Ron Rivera really, really struggles with. So I have to get that out of the way before every game. Got to force a turnover. I'll go with defense. We got to force a turnover. Derek Forrest, BSJ, they've been doing a good job of that. With forcing a fumble, Derek Forrest is a turnover machine. John Allen, I think we're going to need a strip sack on Davis Mills. We're going to need an interception to really put this game away. Contain Dameon Pierce, man. He's a dog. He's a dog. He is what he is. He's a dog. He leads the league in broken tackles. He's like top 5 in yards after contact. He's 5th in yards after contact. He has had a couple of fumbles, though, so we have to punch the football out. Derek Forrest does a good job of that. Cam Curl, I think he does a solid job of that, too. So we got to be aggressive with forcing fumbles and getting on the football. John Ridgway, once again, he did a heck of a job of that last week. Third down defense, we've been solid on third downs. We've been really good on third downs. We're 7th in third down defense. Red zone defense, we're 4th. That's big. We have to stop in the red zone. Davis Mills has thrown interceptions in the red zone. He did last week against the Giants. He threw an interception in the red zone against the Eagles as well. So we have to get interceptions in the red zone. We have to finish. We have to get stops and stopped in the field goals or turnovers. Houston is 31st in red zone offense. Interior pressure, Daron Payne, John Allen, keep doing what you're doing. Keep eating, stunts, twists. John Ridgway getting the mix as well. Efik Obata getting the mix as well. Their interior line is the weakness of the team. Larry Tunzel is a good lineman. Remember the Bong video when he got drafted, but he is a good offensive tackle. Their weaknesses, Scott Quessenberry, Kenyon Green is a rookie. They have a guy that quit on them in the beginning of the season, one of their linemen, AJ Can. He's been average. So John Allen, Daron Payne, they should win that matchup for sure. So get interior pressure on Davis Mills. He will fold under pressure. Nico Collins, they're a rookie out of Michigan. He's 6'3", 6'4". He ran like a 4.3 40. He's super fast. He's tall. I would put Ben St. Juste on him. Now, Kendall Fuller has done a good job as well recently, but I think Ben St. Juste would be the better matchup against Nico Collins, a physical corner, and Nico Collins, who has speed to him as well. So Bobby McCain's got to be ready. Don't let these guys run past you. Limit big plays. Same thing with Cam Curl and Derek Forrest. Now, Jack Del Rio did announce that Bobby McCain will be this slot corner now. He did play slot corner with Miami, so we're making adjustments. This is just like last year when they took so long to adjust and put Landon Collins in that linebacker role, where it probably is better to put Bobby McCain in that slot corner role. So we'll see how that works out. Danny Johnson's been playing slot as well. For the offensive side of the ball, short and sweet, simple, man. Feed Terry McLaurin. I don't see anybody that can check him. They got Steven Nelson over there. Jalen Petrie's a safety. He's a rookie out of Baylor. I don't see Steven Nelson can't check him. Stingley can't check him. None of these guys can check Terry, just like he said in that first game against the Jays. Man on man. You can't guard me, and they can't guard you. Talking about John Dotson as well and Curtis Samuel. So spread the well, Taylor Heineke. I want to see at least 35 rushing attempts. I think that's the magic number. If we can get at least 30 rushing attempts, 30 to 35, I think we win this game. Houston, they're dead last in rushing allows per game. They're 29th in yards per carry allowed with 5.2. Heineke limit turnovers, especially in the fourth quarter. Back-to-back games, they're throwing picks. In the fourth quarter, you threw a pick in the Colts game. In the fourth quarter, you threw a pick in the Vikings game in the fourth quarter. You threw a pick in the Eagles game in the fourth quarter. Relax in the fourth quarter, Taylor. Relax. Heineke, extend plays with your legs. I want to see design runs, and I do want to see Curtis Samuel involved in the running game. I want to see him involved as a weapon. And target Jahan Dotson in the red zone. Christian Watson should not be leading rookie receivers in touchdowns. It should be Jahan, but Jahan's been injured. So Jahan is second now in rookie receiving touchdowns. Convert on third downs. Houston is ranked 24th in third down defense. I already said Curtis Samuel uses a weapon. I see Scott Turner doing that. Joey Sly, make your kicks as well. It's short and sweet, man. Look, it is what it is. We got to take care of business. We're 3-point favorites. I do think we're the better team. I think we have advantages. I think we have better matchups. And this is not a trap game. We're not good enough to be a trap game. But this is a game where we have to go in, where we smell blood right now, and we have to go for the kill and be hungry. We cannot have a letdown on a short week beating the Eagles. Now, the Texans, once again, the Texans have given up the 13th most sacks. They given up the 8th most hits allowed in the NFL, their offensive line, and they are 6th in times that the quarterback has been pressured. So we got to get pressure on Davis Mills. Let's blitz a little bit. Let's mix it up, and let's definitely get pressure with our front four. I'm expecting a good game from Montez Sweat, Deron Payne, and John Allen as well. So, all right, you guys. I have us winning about 20-17 or 20-14. I still think it's gonna be a close game because this is just what we do. We always have heart attack. I mean, not heart attack, but we always have very close games where it has you on the edge of your seat and raises your blood pressure. We can never just win a game and be comfortable. So it's gonna be a close game. I'm not sleeping on the Texans. I think they do have some weapons. Dameon Pierce is a dog. He's legit. So we got to wrap up and tackle, man. But I got us winning 20-14. I think we get a game-sealing interception. 20. How do we get to 20? It's going to be 13-7, and then it's going to be 20-7, and then the Texans score 20-14. They stop us. There's like 2 minutes left or something like that. They got to get a touchdown. I think Derek Forrest gets a game-sealing interception to finish the game. But I think Brian Robinson has at least 80 yards on the ground rushing off of 20 carries or 25 carries. It's going to be another ugly game. So, all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. We're going to be 6-5 and have a winning record, man. It feels good. That's what I feel. All right, you guys, Hilton Commanders, have a good weekend. Peace.